Roger, Mission Control. This is Mission Control to the launch vehicle.
This is launch vehicle. We'd like to respond to a 3-7 checklist requested by Mission Center Control. Over.
Roger, launch vehicle. Stand by. We'll prepare the checklist for rundown. And then for you.
All right, we're situated here ready for liftoff checklist A71 Beta Niner.
Roger, launch vehicle. The systems checklist proceeding as follows. Ceiling 300 Alpha and all systems are go.
VTR recorders engaged and running. Over.
Roger, all systems. Delta 999.113 time and counting.
We request an Allison check on the 37 hydrogen unit.
Command module ready. Prepare for liftoff. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Command module ready. Prepare for liftoff. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Activate K-1 agenda. Epilogue.
Command module ready. Prepare for liftoff.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 108 of the K-1 Agenda, May 27, 2022. I'm glad to be back this week for another episode of K-1 Agenda. It's been tough to say the last 2 weeks since I contacted COVID, but it hasn't gotten me down. And I'll say that because I probably stayed in bed for a good 3 days, and then I had to just get up because I was really sore and my whole body was just achy and stuff. And I was like, you know what, let me get up. And the best thing to do is to keep busy. And I pretty much got my strength back. I'm a little under the weather right now. It's my morning allergies after I did a workout. I have a real bad allergies, man, when it gets in the summer and stuff. So it should pass in probably another 2 hours or something. But I feel really good. I got a lot of plans today. I'm going to get outside and do some more outdoor projects. But I'm feeling better, and I want to say thank you to all the people who sent me messages to tell me to get better, take care, and wishing me well and stuff. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time to doing that. And I have been keeping busy, and my wife has been taking really good care of me and stuff. But anybody who knows me, man, I always got to keep busy. Things got to keep flowing. Things got to keep happening. I have had one setback in my studio. One of my keyboards, the Sequential Circuits Pro 3, had some real big issues with it. So I have to remove the whole main board and send it back to Sequential Circuits, and then they'll send me a new one to replace the old one. I found out there was some errors with that particular keyboard, man. It's just not it wasn't a problem that I made or whatever, but it's cool. It's gonna get resolved and get fixed and stuff. So got to get that together. Got to go inside and take the main board out and send it to them while they're sending me a new one. That's about it. I did speak last week. I still had 2 projects to finish up for the year, but basically the studio is closed down for the whole summer. And that's not saying like, oh, wow, he's just not doing any work. No, all my work is done. I stayed up on top of everything where all my releases for the next couple of years are already set, already done. Ready to go with everything, and just do that so I can have time in the summer to just enjoy my time. That's a project with Nick Speed. Still working on a project with Nick Speed, and still finishing up a project with Marty Bonds, Kech, and Brian Bonds, finishing up that project. But other than that, the studio is shut down for the summer. And one last project, still finishing up some of these visuals for my live Optic Nerve show for background visuals and stuff. The script is already written, just got to figure out when I want to film the pieces and do the animation for it. But on that note, keep in mind, people, I'm still being booked by Daniel at Connect Bookings for exclusive booking, and that's at daniel@connectbookings.com. So if you're interested and you're serious about doing an Optic Nerve live show, please email daniel@connectbookings.com, and Daniel will sort you out. Puzzlebox Records. Puzzlebox Records is my label. It's been around since 1995. That's when it was started. I just want to let people know, if you want to buy any of the old music that we have, some repressings and some new stuff that we're pressing, because we're going to be pressing old stuff, some more old repressings as well, please contact distribution at puzzleboxrecords.com, and we will sort you out with a wholesale order. First off, PBX-34, which is K-1 meets Marty Bonds. That's the Cosmic Flight EP, the latest release. Pick that up. It's been doing very well. It's on a lot of DJs lists and stuff, and top 10 lists. So I'm very proud of that. That track of Marty's, man, To Fly is awesome. So please pick that up. Also, PBX-TR3 Optic Nerve Trilogy Wave. That's from the Trilogy Wave 3 EP set. This is Wave 3. It's back in stock, and it's directly from us now. You can buy it directly from us. It was originally only being distributed by Rubber Dub Records out of Glasgow, but now we have it back, and we're exclusively distributing it ourselves. And you got to get that track. The track on there is called The Gateway. It's a very unique Optic Nerve track I did back in the 90s. Also, pick up PBXC-230. That's the Alien FM double pack. Original double pack called The Original Broadcast. It's repressed and back in stock. Pick that up. Also, pick up PBX-32 Stargazing EP, K-1 featuring the awesome Dopplereffekt. Pick that up. It's on color vinyl as well. Limited edition color vinyl. Also, pick up PBX-3 Face Your Fate with the great writings of Black Tony. And it's also an acapella on here, so pick that up. Also, pick up PBX 8.5 Electropathics EP, repressing in stock now. That features the track Detroit Parties Rock Like This. Also, pick up PBX4, the Automaton EP with the tracks Techno's on My Mind, Nemesis, and Oscillator. Also, pick up Modular World K-1 EP. This is my K-1 electro funk, more minimalized. Pick that up. It's called Modular World, and that's PBX-29. Also pick up the third release for Alien FM, which is called Monochromatic Images, featuring the vocals from Kayla McKnight, Black Tony, and K-1. Pick that up. Also pick up PBX-31 Voice Modulation from the album Mad Scientist. AUX88 presents The Mad Scientist. Pick that up. We will be putting out more EPs from my releases with AUX88 from that Mad Scientist album. This was a great track done by Tommy Hamilton. Also, PBX-33 Strand meets Optic Nerve. We have a few of those left, so pick those up. It did quite well, but we do have a few more left, and we want to get those out. So thank you. And once again, if you have any questions and you'd like to talk to us about getting these records in your record store and you want to get it wholesale, please hit up distribution@puzzleboxrecords.com. Thank you. Hey, what's up, everybody? I just want to let you know that now the Optic Nerve t-shirts is available. Alien FM t-shirts is available. All my designs I did formerly when I was in AUX88, all the designs I did for Direct Beat Classics, all the Detroit designs I did, you can get them in t-shirts, hoodies, baseball shirts, coffee mugs, phone cases, laptop bags, everything is available. And you can order this and have pretty good, reasonable shipping because the t-shirts are printed in countries all around the world. So please take note. Here's the link, and you can buy all the material. And keep watching out because I have a sale twice a month where it's 35% off everything in the store. So thank you once again for supporting, and look for those new designs coming. Thank you. K-1 out. Question of the week. This week question. If you have any questions, please email puzzlebox@puzzleboxrecords.com and I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. This week question is, what is one of your favorite things to do when you're not making music? And it's funny, I mentioned some of that earlier. Well, when I'm not making music, man, I like doing home projects. Basically that's like, picking up, basically old school, picking up a book, man, and learning something. I like doing home improvement projects, or I'm working on new programs as far as, discovering VST instruments from a studio, or just any things like that, just learning something new, man. But what I really find that I kind of developed a niche for, though, is for the home improvement projects. I mean, you can look on YouTube and find out so many things that I never thought I could do in a million years, but now I buy the right proper tools for everything. And, it's the best feeling in the world. And since I've gotten older, I've learned to take my time. Like when you're doing stuff, you don't have to rush, I'm sort of like semi-retired. All I do is music for a living. So it's like, do it and take your time. Not only is it's great for taking your time, but you're going to get the project done correctly and it'll look good. And then it's a chance to, all these ideas are floating through your head. You're relaxed and you're thinking about so many different things. And that's what I've always liked doing. And, and it gets you better, ready and focused when it's time to get back in the studio. It's like I'm thinking of ideas. And plus, anybody who knows me, whenever I'm doing anything, I'm listening to music. So I have speakers outside, on the backyard. So, I have to take my iPad out and I have playlists that's playing, and that could go from disco, house, techno, R&B, 70s, 60s, 80s, any kind of music you could think of. And I'm motivated to do things. But my guilty pleasure, what I like doing when I'm not doing music, is home improvement projects and working outdoors. So thanks. If you have any more questions, please email puzzlebox@puzzleboxrecords.com. This week's old video and pick. Well, this week I want to choose something. Once again, this is from the AUX88 documentary we did about 7 years ago. And I wanted to show, this is a behind the scenes of Anthony Sheikh Shakir, unfiltered. You know, not cleaned up or anything, but this is one of my favorite people in the world, man. My brother, love him, and a great guy, man, and a legend in electronic music, Anthony Shakir.
That's how old men lose weight.
Oh, okay.
They didn't tell us that.
There we go.
All right,
See it?
Tony. Everything's on, so we could say, take one, Anthony Shakir.
Hello, how y'all doing? How y'all doing out there?
Say, how you doing out there?
State his name.
Mr. Anthony Shakir,
Yes.
if you can, and if you will, repeat some of the questions I'm asking.
Repeat the question you're asking?
That's right.
Sure, I'll repeat.
Okay. How or when did you meet any of the members of AUX 88?
When did I meet the members of AUX 88? I think I met them in this Metroplex studio because they had booked some time when I was down there, I guess bumming, hanging around, trying to be a part of something. But I didn't meet AUX 88 at first. I met actually what's my man's name? The guy that he plays Christian music now. Not BJ, because I think I met BJ later, but
My Beck.
Beck, that's right. Beck.
Mhm.
I met Beck and Keith. They came to do the session first. I had to record the session. They came down to Metroplex to do it, and they did the session. It went pretty nice. Everything went cool. And, that's what I remember about me meeting Beck. It was Beck and Keith. That's what I met first.
You remember what year?
I'd have to ask Keith because I'm bad with years.
Mhm.
I would think it was in the 80s. I remember that much. It had to be around 87, 88, around that time. Maybe not 87, 88, I think, when I met a little after I met Juan.
Okay. How or when did you first hear about AUX 88?
When they came to the studio to do some recordings, when they came to record some stuff, and just when they were recording, I would fancy myself as a studio engineer at that time, trying to figure out I could do this stuff at Metroplex. And they came and recorded a record that I told Juan he needed to hear because it sounded like some of the stuff he was making, he needed to check it out. And I think also I think Keith had taken a demo to Derek, and Derek had put it in a box. So he put all his demos in boxes. And I don't know if he listened to them or not. I don't think he did. But I ended up getting it, and I remember telling Juan he needed to check it out. And they came and recorded some records at the studio. It was Beck and Keith at that time. Also, was a guy named, I think, Darren Muhammad, that actually recorded on a record Keith had recorded. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like, yeah, British accent. He's a British guy. And he recorded like, he just read this article that was in the Free Press, that was in the section of the Free Press. He just read off of it, it became a record. I can't remember the record, but I remember it was a good record, though. So that was how I met Keith and them at that time. Keith and Beck at that time.
To sum up in one word, each entity or person, I could just read them off. Tommy Hamilton, what one word?
I guess musician. That's the best thing I say about Tommy.
Keith Tucker.
A musician. No, a determined musician. Determined. He's determined.
Will Smith.
Will Smith? He's a rich guy.
We talking about BJ Smith.
Oh, you talking about, BJ Smith? Oh, BJ know how to make it for the streets, but he's subtle. You wouldn't know it.
Mm.
You wouldn't know it.
Black Tony.
Black Tony crazy. He crazy because like he all around, but you don't know you're around. You there? You be like, I know I was there, man. I watched you. No, you wasn't there. I was there. I saw you. That's how he is. Sneaky like that. But he ain't sneaky. He just kind of quiet.
Alien FM.
Sound, future sound for now.
Optic Nerve.
Well, Optic Nerve was a determined lot. They just trying to keep a sound alive and thorough.
Positronics.
I don't know. I really don't know about that.
Mm-hmm. DJ K-1.
He know how to play. He can play all sorts of styles, which is a good thing. It's something I like. He's not limited. You think he was limited, but he's not. He can play all sorts of styles.
Micronox.
I don't know. Really don't know.
Mm-hmm. What, if anything, has the group AUX 88 brought different to electro or techno genres?
I think they showed it was Electro, especially. They showed it was a real, sincere, thorough music form that people thought only certain people made or liked, but they showed that it was real and it had staying power. And I think that's the biggest thing that they brought. Aux 88 and all the other offshoots of what they did. I think they showed it was serious.
Could you elaborate on that anymore?
That's all I can say about it, because they showed it was serious. It's like they showed because you know, in Detroit you got the camps between house and techno, electro, rap and singing, all that stuff, but they were determined to do their sound or whatever. And it was like kind of keeping to the tradition of it that had been presented before, that kind of got pushed to the side, but it was never left, and they showed it was still vital.
Talking about the sound, what was the AUX88 sound? What's your definition?
Funky electronic stuff. Really, for me, it's funky electronic stuff. I can't go no further than that, Mr. Tony. Can't do it. I gotta think real hard.
Right.
Any additionals? Let me see. The only other thing I could think of is okay, you've been actually, we could say you actually helped me to get everybody else into this. When we met and you hooked up Frequency and hooked us up with Why Not, because that's how the whole thing really began.
I'm glad you reminded me of that.
Because I'm the first person to put a record out of all of us.
Right.
But I had left AUX88 in '95, and you encouraged me to make a label. So how did the I guess the question is, how did Puzzlebox come to be formed? The Puzzlebox record, you and Keith Tucker.
Well, I remember when you were doing your thing, and I think you were having problems with the group you was in at that time. And I was like, just go on and do it yourself. You know,
Right.
That's what I learned, just do it yourself.
Yeah.
Because when I was down at Metroplex at that time, Metroplex was very important to me, I was like, with them guys, my mindset was always, I'm surrounded by giants. What can I do so I get heard? So I had to find my own thing. And it was Eddie Folks, the one that told me that you need to do your own thing. You need to do something, man. You know, whatever. Because he thought I was down there bumming or whatever. But my thing was like, I didn't know I could do it till I did it, and I'm glad I did it.
Mm-hmm.
And when y'all came down there, it was like y'all showed that it was thorough and it was real and it wasn't a joke. And
I know Tony asked you this question. The question was, what has AUX88 brought differently than any other group?
I think specifically they showed that it was a real thing, a real style,
And a band.
a thorough sound,
And a band.
and I didn't even think about the band part, but I keep forgetting y'all were a band.
Yeah.
Y'all always did approach it from a band standpoint. And I forgot about that
Yeah.
part. But y'all
So I'm
did.
gonna rephrase the question. I'm gonna do
Okay.
it again. So
Okay.
what did AUX88 bring differently than any other electro or techno group in Detroit?
I would think consistency and groove.
Yeah.
It was groovy. It was groovy, not corny groovy. It was legitimate, its own thing.
Right.
And that was the plus to me. That's what made it stand out for me. But not only me, I guess I would say, because electro, I would say electro, and I'm not calling it AUX88, just electro. It's like the east side and the west side, the separation, even though it was not a separation for those that wasn't separated for. It's like that was just like the hood. It's like at the end of the day, it was the hood with class. AUX was hood with class music.
Okay. Describe your definition of a AUX88 live gig.
One, they sound thoroughly like musicians. They look thoroughly like musicians. They look like they know what they're doing. They don't look like they're pressing knobs or moving sliders like I do, because I can't play. They look like real musicians. That's the main thing about it.
Okay. If there's any other questions, that's it, man. But you know what? I'm gonna do this too.
You
I'm
do
gonna
exactly
edit.
what I thought you was gonna do. We asked the question a different way.
Right,
That's
and edit it. So on this one, just say who you are and your label. Like say your name. You are, sir.
My name is Anthony Shakir. They call me Shake, but my mother calls me Tony. Rest in peace, man.
And you are on the.
My label is called Frictional Recordings.
Yeah.
It started about, you can tell me when it started. I think it started
And it started before mine, because mine
96.
started in '95. So you started before me.
maybe, well, I would like to say I started when I first started.
It might have been like about '93, man.
maybe.
Yeah,
Well,
92 actually.
maybe. Well, I'll take that.
92.
I'll take that for you. I didn't, but I don't think I put a record out till '94, '95.
But you know,
I had the concept in my head,
but I got a portion in my documentary where I mentioned, man, you responsible for a lot more people than you think you are for helping people out.
Because you had a record on
the Burton Brothers,
first
man.
Techno comp.
Yeah, I had a record on the Techno Sounds of Detroit on Virgin. I had a record on there called Sequence 10, which one of the worst records I ever made. Some people liked it, and I just say thank you, but I didn't know what I was doing. And like Derek used to always tell me, you don't know when you got a hit, because I had a bunch of good stuff on. When I think about it, I had a lot of good stuff on cassette that I didn't have the confidence to do. But when I think about it now, I wish I could do them again. They were better sounding records. But I happened to be a part of that compilation. I'm thankful for it. And, I don't know how it happened that way. I don't know how I became a part of it, but I did, so I'm glad I did. But I don't like the record still. I still don't like the record.
I have a question for you. So when do you remember when initially you pulled the tape out that Keith Tucker sent in? Did you what was stated by Juan? When did y'all let him hear it? How did that go about after you pulled it out?
Derek used to have a box full of tapes from demos. People give him demos. He just threw them all in the box or whatever.
Right.
So he just threw them in the box or whatever. I don't even. Last I talked to him, he said he still got all those tapes. So he said he still has them. But he's like, he didn't listen to them really as much as I knew.
Gotcha.
Now how him and Carl ended up doing what they did, I don't know. But they did whatever they did was a great thing. And but like when he threw that tape and I pulled out, I said, well, you got to hear this. You got to hear this because it sounds like something you do.
Right.
You need to check it out. I made it a point for him to hear it.
Cool.
That's when I thought I was a mogul.
You was.
You know, I think about like Puff. When I think of Puffy, I'm like, damn, I did the same kind of thing, but I just didn't make no money.
But you know, we just had Beck with us. Was it last week?
Yep.
Last week.
How's Beck doing?
Beck doing good. Beck married man music. That dude is awesome. Keyboard
awesome
player.
then.
Yeah, he was then. And definitely, I have to bring him by one day. He'll love to see you, man. Matter of fact, he told me to tell you hello when I do see you, man.
You know, Beck, I want to ask him about. He had a pretty girl back then.
No, he ain't with her no more.
I know he not. I wouldn't think
he married though.
I wouldn't think he was with her, but she was so pretty. And back then
she was a good girl too.
Yep. Anthony Shake Shakir, unfiltered, unapologetic. That's Shake. Great guy, man. Matter of fact, I will be, he called me the other day because he knew that I had COVID. So I'm going to call him today. See how Shake is doing. And I'm hoping that he's feeling good enough to do this party for Tresor that's being held on the weekend of the festival. That will be the only thing that I will go attend. So hope you're doing well, Shake. I will be calling you. Love you, brother. Thoughts of the week. This week, thoughts of the week. Couldn't go by this being the Detroit Techno weekend for the Movement Festival. Subject. Detroit becomes the mecca of electronic music for a weekend. And I labeled the subject that because it's more than just a weekend, because you have a lot of people who come from all over the world. They hear it really like not just weeks, but it could, like a whole month ahead of time, sometimes even earlier, to celebrate, the Movement Festival that is an electronic music festival in Detroit. And I don't know if that necessarily is it celebrating Detroit techno music or is it just celebrating electronic music? But anyway, they do have certain stages where they cater to a lot of Detroit artists and stuff. And I just wanted to speak on, I want to be positive about it because, it's a great time. The atmosphere in Detroit is amazing. I wish it could be like this all the time with clubs because you get all these people coming here for this weekend and, they generating all this money and all this love and all these clubs and all these places and all the artists are playing all over Detroit and everything. But it's like once this is over with, everything goes back to normal. It's pretty much dead in Detroit for electronic music, which is, well, except for a few clubs that cater to a lot of house music and a few that do techno music and stuff. But I want to be positive and I want to remain positive this week. It's a great thing for Detroit and the legacy that Juan pretty much coined the phrase. He coined the phrase techno. And then you have, I like to say forefathers, but then I feel like you're always leaving somebody out. First of all, you have to say Juan Atkins, Rick Davies, Derek May, Kevin Saunderson, Blake Baxter, Eddie Folks, Richie Houghton, Mark Kitchen, Jeff Mills, Carl Craig, Mike Banks. I mean, I can go on and on. It's a lot of people that were, instrumental in this stuff. And if I left you out, it wasn't intentionally. It's just I'm doing everything off the top of the dome. But I want to be positive, and I want to say anybody who's here, enjoy yourself, enjoy Detroit. It's a beautiful place. I wouldn't want to live anyplace else right now, or appreciate growing up here and stuff. And I want to say enjoy your time at the Movement Festival. And I will say this, it just motivates me to do even more. If you think that I've been busy within the last 3-4 years, you ain't seen nothing yet. I got so much more to show you, and so many things going on. Thank you. Shout outs. Once again, my brother would be 58 this year. So if you've seen my brother, Mark Antonio Tucker, please reach out to my email at puzzlebox@puzzleboxrecords.com so we can get in contact with my brother. He's not a social media guy, but I'm pretty sure he has friends who may be. Please contact us so we can get back in touch with my brother. Love you, bro, wherever you are. Please, look me up or whatever. My phone number is still the same. Give me a call. And also on that note, I want to send a special shout out this week. She's been going through a lot of health problems, a lot of things. And my family has always been pretty private. And the person I'm speaking of is my mother. Here's a picture of me and my mom's. I love her to death. That's my sweetheart. Anybody who knows her automatically falls in love with her. She's a sweetheart. She's just got that. She's got that way with people, man. She's just a good-hearted person. She's been going through a lot of health problems, and I just want to say I love you, Mom. You know I'm there for you for whatever, and the rest of the family is too. She reminds me a lot of my wife. She's just one of those people you don't ever hear people really say anything bad about. It's just a sweet person. But I like pulling out some of these pictures, man, because beautiful woman. My mother's always been beautiful, classy, always dressed the best. She's just a class act. Love you, moms, and we'll talk to you later. And on that note, I want to send a special shout out to my mother and father because they always been there for me, so I'm going to always be there for you. Love you guys. And on that note, I want to say I know what I've done and I know what I will be doing. We'll see you on episode 109 of the K-1 Agenda next week. Thank you.
And I just wanted to say, everyone, please hit that subscribe button for YouTube and please subscribe to my page. I really have enjoyed all the support I've been getting, but hey, like this and subscribe to this page. Keith Tucker K1. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you.